Hello, dear viewers. Thank you for joining me this morning. Please pick the stone that resonates with your intuition, the one that draws you today, and we'll begin. All right, for those of you who chose the Tiger's Eye, we've got the Strength card. You like that? And the Five of Cups and the Ace of Cups. All right. So Spirit is clearly saying that you have some divine strength coming up in you. If you receive it, if you welcome it, if you believe it, you've got it. Here it is. And some divine strength and protection. Frankly, that card's saying you've got it whether you think you have or not. It's not dependent upon you feeling it. But I think they want you to have the benefit of feeling that strength, because here's the Five of Cups saying, don't look back. Don't look back too hard at losses, failures, regrets, disappointments. Don't don't look too much at that. It's okay to feel our feelings and admit that there. We should always do that. But spending too much time looking at that can really kind of bring our mood down, and it's just not good for anything. So turning around and looking at the two cups that we have standing, that is about looking at what we have. That really is. It's about looking at our blessings. Cups standing are cups that are full. It's about looking at what's good in our lives and what may be ascending, what may be coming. And we have the Ace of Cups. So this could be an emotional time both ways. I mean, it could be where you have beautiful emotions blessed by spirit here with this dove that are just wonderful, and you can't explain why, but you suddenly feel this hopefulness or joyfulness or peace or comfort. This really is spirit wanting to help you with that. If it is an emotional time, just know that you can release those emotions. Look at all this water. That's sometimes a little bit like having a good cry. But in any case, you can release them and then make room for spirit to bring in positive emotion. Because again, this is a cup upright. This can be my cup runneth over. Can be an attitude to adopt as well. So you've got some real divine help and protection and strength today. All right, for those of you who chose this multicolored Labradorite, we've got the Fool card, we've got the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense to me. The Fool card is a brand new beginning. It's something new that Spirit is trying to bring in, kind of trying to beckon you, trying to tempt you to believe that there's a new beginning. Because this is a powerful major arcana. That means there is a new beginning Spirit is wanting to bring in. There is. Sometimes with the Fool card, look at this guy. He's just young and he's full of hope, and that's his energy, and he could take a leap. I mean, this guy could walk straight off the cliff and keep walking, and be fine. It's like that kind of um he may take a leap of faith and he'll be fine because he's got, this youthful invincibility here. So there we have that. I always like the little doggy too. I want to comment on him because sometimes this youthful new beginning person also has friends. They have encouragement. The joy is sort of spreading. So that's what you're encouraged to have. That's what you're encouraged to receive. That sense that there can be a new beginning. And we have the Six of Wands. That's victory. That is victory. So also there may be something encouraging happening today that helps you to go, okay, I think this is good. This is going to be all right. There's some victory. And we have and it doesn't have to be a big one, but the point is, I think that it's about taking that to mean things are going to be okay. We've got a new beginning coming. The Ten of Wands is the other way you can go. It's sort of like, okay, you can take a small victory today and make that something that encourages you, gives you more faith. Or you could sit there and think about all the things that you've got to do and carry them all on your shoulders, like the weight of the world on your shoulders, and think about them all at once and sort of feel like, oh, I can't put any of these down and take all these burdens on yourself. You may be somebody who is quite strong with this card. You may be somebody who can handle a lot, and people can trust you to bring it all home. So you may have a lot of responsibilities, simply put, you may have a lot of responsibilities, and that doesn't change. However, with the 10 of Wands, you don't have to carry them all at once. It really is okay to put them down and unplug from them for a moment to get a better perspective, be able to see, not just see all your tasks, but to see. And it's okay to do that and clear your mind. So that's when this can kind of creep on in. See, we can't even hear this. We can't even hear this beckoning about a new beginning coming in if we're doing this. So there may be something small that helps you to let it in. Some victory. For those of you who chose the blue stone, we have the Tower. We have the Star card right away. We have the Star card right by the Tower. And we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Tower is something unexpected happening in your life. It can be overarching this time. It can be today. It can be big. It can be small. But it's something that changes things. And it's a shaking everything up. It changes things. But look at this. Right away, Spirit is saying, don't worry, don't worry. You stand your ground. You stand your ground. Even if it may feel a little challenging right now, even it may feel like some other people are challenging you, or just these can be priorities, goals, things that are important to you. It's challenging because it's all coming at you. Don't worry. You will stand your ground. You are standing your ground, even if it feels like you're challenged. And then we have the Star card saying, please don't, be hopeful. Be hopeful. Please hope for the best. Don't doom and gloom it. Please hope for the best. Because Spirit is saying that's not a mistake. Spirit is giving you that card because Spirit's saying there's reason to hope for the best. So that's what we've got. Because towers, they can change things. The bad thing about towers is they can change things. The good things about towers is they can change things. Sometimes we really do need some change in our lives. We have the seven. Did I say the seven? Isn't that funny? Okay, anyway, we have the amethyst. What am I thinking? Who knows? Maybe a 7 card is kind of coming to me in my mind here. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands, we have the Knight of Cups, we have the 3 of Coins. So these are all minor arcana, so not a huge earth-shattering day probably for most of you. This is internal conflict probably. It's sort of like, okay, what do I do? Wands are things that we do. What do I do? Do I do this? Do I do that? The good news about this card is it's not huge deals, right? It's more like, well, pick one of them. Pick one of them. And also, if this is conflict that's external to you, that's sort of around you or involves other people, a lot of times this is simply debate or negotiation, or the kinds of conflict that can happen when everybody is trying to accomplish something together, like coworkers, like family members, things like that. So this can be external or it can be internal. Either way, it doesn't have to be a big deal at all. We have the Knight of Cups, and that may be you today, the attitude you bring of peace, of okay, let's try to bring a message that feels good. So you may be a peacemaker today. I don't know. Or you may be somebody who is able to say something funny and lighten the moment. Or you may be somebody who gives a compliment today to someone, or just, a little bit of support. Sure, you make things better. That kind of thing. Or there may be somebody coming into your day like that, giving that kind of, and it's not like, and sometimes the Knight of Cups doesn't give the whole story. Sometimes the Knight of Cups is just a terrific diplomat who just says, okay, we're both wrong. if there's a conflict that says, okay, we're both kind of wrong. Can we just, call a truce and let it go? Or, sometimes the Knight of Cups, a diplomat, doesn't share the whole thing, but, let's get some good positive communication going. The Three of Coins is then working together. So there may be a situation either internally or externally that you sort of neutralize and you turn positive, and then you're working together with people to build something that adds to your security. So this can be consulting with others, getting information. It can simply be these three are all building this cathedral together. It can be building health or wealth, or something else that brings you security together. All right. Well, that looks like actually a productive day. Yes. Well, I thank you all so very much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.